In this video tutorial we're going to take a look at start dates and the options we have available to us for specifying different start dates for a project within Mermaid and the impact that can have on our modelling of an operation. This is the analysis file produced during video tutorial 1 and we've not made any changes to this so far. We can see it has a start date specified here at the beginning of the project. If we open that up and have a look at it, we can see that in this case we're using a fixed date of the 1st of January 2015 at 8 AM. We can change this by using the date picker on the side of the box, and we can specify any time that we're interested in. This fixed date will then be run for every year it occurs in during the MetOcean data. So here we can see we have wave heights from the end of 1990 through to the end of 2014, and we have wind speeds from the beginning of 1979 through to the end of 2014. Every time the 1st of January occurs in the overlapping data, so between November 1990 and July 2014, we're going to perform a run. So we'll call this single start, and we'll ask Mermaid to perform this run for us. So this is going off, it's searched for that start date within the entire MetOcean data set available to it, and it's now running through all the times that it's found that match our start date. We can see the progress bar ticking away as each individual year is run. And the analysis is now finished, so we can go and have a look at the data that we've generated, pop over to the Analyze tab and import the results. And we can see here in the summary details that Mermaid has performed 24 runs of this analysis. That's once in each of the 24 years of overlapping MetOcean data where the date we've requested occurs. Look at the results. We can see the usual summary table. We can also add a duration box whisker chart and have a look at this. And our start date was always in January, so all of our data is plotted in January, and we can see the minimum that occurred, the maximum, the interquartile range and the median values. So that gives us an overview of the spread of results and the values that we're seeing, the durations we're seeing. Let's head back to the start dates and take a look at repeating start dates. So we may want to do more runs than just the one fixed date, and if that's the case we can check the repeat box, and we're now going to repeat this 26 times, and we're going to do that at 14-day increments. So what's now going to happen is Mermaid will generate a list of dates starting on the 1st of January and performing one every 14 days right through the entire year. It will then look for those dates in every year of MetOcean data as with the fixed date, and therefore performs a large number of runs, which allows us to start assessing the seasonality of an operation. So let's head over to the Run tab and let's update our description to be multiple start or something similar that we can recognise the results from, and then we can hit Run Analysis. Now, with the number of start dates being analysed here, this is a reasonably lengthy run. It takes about 5 minutes for Mermaid to analyse this, so we're going to skip ahead to the point that the run finishes at. There we go, so we've cut that runtime short just by editing forwards. And the results are finished, and we can go and have a look at what we've generated now. So back to our Analyze tab, remembering that we had 24 runs with a fixed start date. Let's now add these results. And when we switch to them, we can see that 614 runs have been performed. So those 26 start dates across 24 years of MetOcean data. And when we look at the box whisker chart, we can see these runs populating the entire year. And we can see the seasonality that we'd perhaps expect, where start dates in the winter months experience longer durations to completion and the summer months are shorter. We get some outliers across all the months. We can also view this data by grouping by quarter, and we can change the start of our quarters to try and cluster our data together in the manner most appropriate for our outputs. And we can do the same process for half yearly. There's our original data set. Going back to our start dates tab, our start date icon, we also have an allow tide optimization option. We'll take a look at this in more detail in a later tutorial, And we also have a different each year option, which allows us to specify start dates. Here with 26 repeats, we're going to specify each date within 1990 that we want to run on. If we change that to 1 repeat and add a few start dates, we can specify each repeat in each year, so 1990, 91, 92, 93, what dates we want to target there. And the way that this works is that it runs just the date specified, so rather than looking in the MetOcean data for each of these 4 dates individually and repeating that across all the years, this is just going to run for the given dates provided there within the MetOcean data range. So that's the end of our tutorial on start dates and the modelling of seasonality of operations.